Hi everybody. Sorry it's been a while since the last update. It's been about 3 weeks now, which means that the GoFundMe page I think has been active for between 4 and 5 weeks.
Yeah, about a month. So.
About a month. First and foremost, we just wanted to say a huge thank you. Last time I filmed an update, I asked for all your help and support. I set a target of reaching 50% by the end of the month, and we have now, with offline donations included, we've reached £79,841, so 53% of the target already, which is just incredible. We felt we should give you an update. We've had a lot of people sort of asking how things are going, what we've been up to, how treatment's going, and yeah, we just wanted to give you an update. I'm sorry it has been a while. It's been a really busy few weeks, hasn't it?
Yeah, a lot going on, a lot of stress.
Yeah, a lot of stress, but also progress, and the fact that the last few weeks has been busy in a way is positive, because it means that we've been able to speak to so many people, get a lot of balls rolling, and that's all thanks to you guys doing exactly what I asked last time, which is sharing and supporting as much as you could. Since then we've been able to chat with local radio and TV. We were on BBC Radio Wiltshire and BBC South Today Oxford. That was last week, I think. And that kind of media coverage is brilliant for us, because that's exactly what we need to spread awareness of the GoFundMe page and reach as many people as we can. So thank you guys for your support in getting us there. I'll go to Harry now and ask how he's been, so he can give you a bit of an update from his perspective on how he's been the last few weeks. I think it's fair to say we've had a rough journey with pain management, haven't we?
Yeah, pain's been pretty awful. I'm now on a relatively strong dose of morphine throughout the day, and liquid morphine for when it breaks out again. Every day things are changing for me, which fills me with a lot of concern, and there's not really much I can do in the way of treatment at this point in time, because it's a waiting game now. So it's all been mentally challenging, to put it lightly. So I mean, it's been great for me to witness all the support and all the donations. Definitely feels like there's a really strong support network out there for me.
Yeah.
I'm extremely grateful for all of it, and like people who I haven't spoken to in years, or people who I've never met, are doing extraordinary challenges to spread the word. And it's not just donations. People who can't donate have been sharing, and it's been really nice. But physically, for me, I'm in a lot of pain, concerning because the pain basically indicates to me that this chemo is not working. So that's why you just need to get the balls rolling as soon as possible, which we have, which is great, and that's all thanks to all of you. So yeah, I mean that's how I'm doing.
Yeah.
Very up and down, very worried, very scared. That's it from my end.
Yeah. I will say that you know, aside from obviously our research and investigations and conversations with specialists regarding treatments the last few weeks, we have also had some support in from kind of our local specialist nurses and local hospice as well to try and get Harry on a better plan for pain relief.
Yeah.
And that does now seem, we do seem to be hitting the right sort of mark with that now, don't we?
Yeah, we're in control of it. But I mean, it just makes me tired.
Yeah. Obviously, yeah, the pain is a big concern. But we just have to power on with it for the moment. Harry has a scan on the 9th of March. It will give us an idea of where things are at the moment and whether this second line chemotherapy has had any effect or not. As I said last time, and I think in the description of the fundraiser as well, you know, the statistics we were given in terms of its effectiveness weren't great. Well, they were really poor actually. So but at the end of the day, Harry's an individual and they really don't know, none of us can predict what the effect will be, so we'll know that after the scan on the 9th, and we'll know whether he'll be continuing with that chemotherapy or not. But in the meantime, with the funds raised so far, we have been able to move forward with some other options for him. So I think I mentioned before there were repurposed drugs that we were hearing about and looking into. These are drugs that are used for other conditions, but there's research into their use in treating patients with glioblastoma alongside the standard of care treatment like radiotherapy and chemotherapy. So we have had more conversations about that now, and we've been able to implement a more comprehensive kind of regime of medications to try and combat this. Aside from the kind of conventional treatment as well, we've had quite a few discussions now with specialists who are coming at treatment from other perspectives. I suppose you could say alternative. So we really have tried to get a look at this from all angles, and just to kind of throw everything at it that we can. So you know, even in terms of diet and natural supplements, there's a lot of that going on now. Had quite a significant diet change, haven't you?
Yep. No more sugar, no more red meat.
Yeah.
Very sad, but
for the moment.
So lots of juices.
Yes, detox juicing every day.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just wanted to kind of emphasize that point, because I know there's a lot of focus on getting to the German clinic, which is correct, because that's where the bulk of the costs are coming from. But as I mentioned, I think the consultations to speak with specialists and get advice on all of these areas, both conventional and alternative, it costs hundreds, you know, and then the kind of advice that we're getting from those and the plans cost more to implement. So I just wanted to emphasize that the money is going there as well, and already has. We wouldn't have been able to be at the point we're at now in terms of adding all of these perspectives to Harry's treatment if it weren't for the success of the fundraiser so far. One relieving bit of news as well is that after a few delays and logistical challenges, Harry's tumour and blood samples finally arrived at the clinic in Germany, Seegat. They arrived there on Tuesday. So that analysis has now begun, which we're really quite relieved about. It will take about 4 weeks for the results of that to come back, and we'll then sit and have a discussion with them, see what they've found, what they're looking for, are kind of any other abnormalities that haven't already been highlighted, that they may be able to target. So we'll get the results of that in about 4 weeks, and then have a better idea of a plan going forward. But I think we just feel really relieved that we're quite confident that once they tell us those options in 4 weeks' time, we have the kind of safety net of funds to move forward with them immediately, which is brilliant. Thank you.
I'll also say that it's great that we've been able to do that as soon as we have, because if the scan shows progression again, my chemo will be stopped, and that is in about 4 weeks' time as well. So thank you all again, because if we weren't able to implement this now, then we wouldn't have those options at the right time.
Yeah.
We have to wait longer, and that would be longer with no treatment.
Okay. Yes, so a bit of an update on activities that are going on around fundraising, because I think, I don't know about you, but that's
it's
uplifted me certainly quite a lot in the last few weeks, and has really kept me going. I mean, I've had to keep going because there's been a lot to do, we all have, but I think that seeing what's going on around the fundraising, I think, has really lifted our spirits quite a lot.
Yeah, it really has. It's been quite heartwarming, to say the least. The amount of people who are coming up with these great ideas, like relay walks and running challenges, raffles. So many things that people have come up with. I can't list them all off because there's so many of them. Curry cook along on Saturday or something. But yeah, it's been really great to watch this, and the amount of sort of the lengths people will go to extend their kindness, and you know, then it's really nice.
Yeah. I mean, as Harry says, you know, there's I think it initially began with the sort of sponsored walks and runs and other physical challenges that people started doing individually and in groups, raffles across the UK and Ireland, and so many businesses being really generous with their donations to those raffles as well. So thank you to everyone. I couldn't even begin to list everyone, because there's just been an incredible amount of support there. We also had quite a fun live YouTube quiz, didn't we? Hosted by
we did,
a couple of Harry's uni mates. That was brilliant, actually. There was a great turnout to that. I think we had about 100 people. That was a good evening. We'd like to do something like that again. So if anyone else is interested in maybe hosting the next quiz, that would be great, wouldn't it? Have another quiz.
Mason was, to be honest.
Oh, Mason, get in touch with me if you want to do another one. You guys are brilliant, honestly. They were very good. It was their first time doing anything like that, and there was some brilliant feedback from it. So thank you guys again. We also had a live DJ set on Facebook last weekend, didn't we? Last Saturday. That was good fun. A little bit of a boogie. There was also a virtual relay walk that happened on Valentine's Day, and that was organised by my mum's side of the family in Ireland. They kind of basically each in their separate locations did a 5k walk with their household. They carried with them these purple helium balloons, and once the first group had reached the end of their 5k, they released the balloons, which acted as the virtual baton, and then the next group in their location picked it up and carried on like that. So it's amazing, actually, because it started off in a small village in Ireland, worked its way across Dublin, to the east coast, over to the UK through London, and it finished here outside Harry's house. Actually, that was the finish point for the UK leg of the relay. We'll have some footage of that to share, I think, by the end of this week. Tomorrow's the end of the week, maybe by the end of the weekend. It's just a little bit of editing going on that at the moment. We've had I've not actually I don't think I've actually given an update on these offline donations we've been receiving either, because we're actually at almost $4,500 in offline donations, and a huge portion of that has come from Earl's Newsagents customers. Earl's Newsagents is where Harry did his paper round when he was about 16 or younger, 13.
Yeah, 13.
Yeah, did his paper round from about 13, and then started working in the newsagents itself at 16. Rose actually spoke on the radio, didn't she, about you?
Yeah, spoke on the radio about me.
It was a really lovely interview.
Dangly teenager.
Yeah. By the way, if you want to listen to any of those interviews, or you missed us talking on the radio or on the news, you can find recordings of those on Harry's Healing Fund Facebook page as well. So also this weekend, on Saturday 20th of February, there's an online event going on, which is a curry night cook along, and that's being hosted by a couple of family members of ours, along with one of their friends who owns a catering business and has run some really successful cooking workshops in the past. She comes highly recommended, so please do head over to our page, Harry's Healing Fund, on Facebook, to find details of that event and how you can join. They provide a full list of all the kind of ingredients you need, and to be honest, most of them are things that you'd have around the house anyway, so in the kitchen, not just around the house. Yeah, we're looking forward to that curry night on Saturday. And I think the last thing I wanted to mention that's going on with the fundraising is this new campaign, shall we say, with the hashtag Sing for Harry. And this is just a nice little idea to spread awareness of the cause and have a little bit of kind of, well, mixed sentimental as well as fun and light-hearted.
It's a bit uplifting.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, exactly. We've already had a couple of really nice submissions for that. One was from Mike Scott from the Water Boys. We've had another from Elliot Easton from the Cars. They've been brilliant to see those. They're a couple of fun ones. Then we've had a couple of really lovely sort of sentimental ones, a couple of funny ones that family members have submitted. So really this is completely open to anyone, whether whether you're a natural singer or not. So it would be really, really great to see some more of you create videos and sing for Harry. We'd love to see more out there, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be great to get some variety.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's pretty much all the updates from us at the moment. Just a huge thank you. Again, I can't believe that the last time I was sitting down to make an update, I was, as I said, setting that ambitious target of 50%, and we've already surpassed it in 3 weeks, which is amazing. Sorry if the picture looks quite different, we just had to switch phones. I think that's pretty much all from us right now. As I say, the next update from CGAT will be in about 4 weeks' time when the analysis is complete, and then we'll have a better idea of the plan going forward with them. But in the meantime, Harry is now on this protocol of repurposed drugs, having a much healthier diet and using all kinds of natural supplements and remedies to boost his immune system. In terms of fundraising activities, all information on that, we post quite regularly on that. That will be on Harry's Healing Fund Facebook page. In terms of keeping up with us, kind of everyday life and things, you can follow us on Instagram. We'll keep on rolling, WHEEL. I think we'll say goodbye and wish you all well as you do us.
Thank you so much, everyone, for everything that you've done. Let's keep pushing and
keep smiling.
Yeah. As tough as it is.
Yes. Thank you all. Take care. Keep sending us your prayers and your wishes and your lovely messages. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bye.